Welcome to the Persistence Pays podcast. I'm Sean Taylor with my co-host, Joe Shaw, an author of the book Persistence Pays. Today we're talking about something every entrepreneur understands, even if they don't always say it out loud. The hustle, the grind, the long days, the tight cash flow, the pressure to produce when no one sees the sacrifice. If you're building something from the ground up, if you're carrying responsibility that most people don't see, if you're determined not just to survive, but to scale, this conversation is for you.
How do you structure your day when everything feels urgent? You know, I guess we're talking about priorities because a lot of people have problems with priorities. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of that, again, goes back to not knowing what their role is.
Exactly.
You know, what's important, what's not. But can you talk a little bit about that?
So first I would identify what's my drivers in the day. What's my KPIs, what's driving the effort I'm putting in the day. And if everything is an emergency, I have to prioritize, the things that have the biggest impact on the things I'm responsible for. So if I'm responsible for meeting certain KPIs, I got to prioritize the things that directly impact my KPIs, but before I prioritize things that less impact my KPIs. So that's kind of how I would structure the day. But I manage it, for me personally, to-do list is a really good, tactic for me, is to make sure I have me a to-do list of things, because it's hard to try to remember everything you're trying to get done in a day.
Right.
So you just jot it down real quick, or however you keep up with your to-do list, and as you do it, you check it off. And then at the end of the day, whatever you didn't get done off that checklist, put it at the top of the list tomorrow. So granted, I don't get extra hours in the day because the list keep growing, right? So eventually I got to stop at some point, right?
Right.
But what I don't get done today will be the first thing I do tomorrow, so that way it gets done in a timely manner,
Very practical.
Yeah.
Very practical. We call it checklists.
There you go.
Checklists. I tell people all the time, we have checklists for a reason.
There you go.
To help you remember stuff and prioritize stuff.
Yeah.
But don't pencil whip it.
No.
You
actually have to do it. You actually have
you know what pencil whipping is?
Exactly.
A lot of people don't know what that is. We have people pencil whipping stuff.
Oh, man.
And you go back and check it, and that's how I get them, man, in construction. Let's say you got a piece of equipment, and you're supposed to inspect it every time you use it.
Yep.
Now, some of the things on your checklist, if you're not going to be doing it, if it's not essential to do, take it off the checklist.
Yeah, exactly.
That way I'm not even looking at it. But one thing for sure, you want to check the oil.
Exactly.
If you got a big piece of equipment, and let's say we renting this equipment.
Exactly.
And we paying big time money, monthly rental rate.
Yep.
That piece of equipment better be doing what I'm paying for.
Exactly.
But it can only operate at its maximum efficiency if we're doing the checks.
Exactly.
So I ask guys, say, you check the oil? And the way I know whether they pencil whipped it or not, I say, okay, let's go over to the equipment. I say, show me how you check the oil.
They don't even know what a dipstick is.
They don't know what a dipstick is, man. I say, come on, man. You didn't check the oil.
Come on, man.
You didn't check the oil. Or let's say that on the checklist it say, check the air pressure on the tires.
Yeah.
I said, where's your air gauge? Where's your pressure gauge for your air?
But you checked this morning,
right? I'm looking at the checklist, and you said you checked the air in the tire.
Because he just kicked it.
Yeah, come on, man. You put your hand on it. So that's helping people to remember what they need to do. Exactly. But then you got to be accountable and responsible to do it. And if you don't have what you need, that's when you go to the manager.
Exactly.
And so you gave me this checklist, but it says check the oil. I don't have, nobody showed me how to do it, number one. But I don't even have an air gauge to check the pressure in the tire.
Exactly.
So when we use checklists, or we use processes and procedures, they're there to help us get our priorities right.
Exactly.
So that we're not just totally chaotic, frustrated with all this stuff that got to happen. You follow the procedures.
Exactly.
And if somebody's analyzed the procedures and make sure it makes sense, it's all aligning towards our end goal, then people are doing what you need them to do.
Yep.
And they're doing it at the time you say, and you're gonna get what you want.
Exactly.
But so many people, they just lost.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any, standards or any way that they're doing it. And like you say, perfect. Make a list.
Yep.
At the end of the day, take a look at your list. What you didn't get done today, put it at the top of the list for tomorrow.
There you go. And I'm going to tell you, that list is very productive because I get more done in the first 4 hours of the day than most people get done all day.
We like the Marines.
There you go.
I used to joke about that with my family. I told my son and my daughter, I said, we like the Marines. We get more done by lunchtime than most people get done
all day.
But because they've been trained that way. They've been trained that way. My wife, I love her to death because she trained our kids from a structure. Get up, make up your bed.
There you go.
They had a certain time. I mean, I used to say, you're like a drill sergeant.
But see, this is the thing though. So something as simple as that, right? Making your bed. It seems like just a nominal task, right? But that's your first victory of the day.
Right.
That's your first victory of the day, making your bed. Now you got a nice, clean, place to come back to at the end of your day.
Ain't nothing like when we go on a vacation trip or something and come back home and our house is clean.
And it's clean.
And we tired from the trip.
Exactly.
But we don't have to clean up the house.
Exactly.
We just go in and
start
enjoy
relaxing.
it. And so it's that discipline.
Exactly. Establishes discipline.
When I tell people a lot who got kids, I say, well, get them on a routine.
There you go.
Get them on a routine. You get them on a routine, that's how you train them.
Exactly.
That's what training is.
Exactly.
Get them on a routine. Make sure that, but now to do that, you got to be disciplined.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you're going to put them in the bed every night at a certain time, you got to be disciplined to run the bath water and do whatever, And so people just lack discipline.
Yeah.
And they want everybody to motivate them. And sometimes, you can be happy and joyful, but sometimes you don't feel like it.
Exactly.
And you just got to act better than you feel and
there you go.
And have some type of system in place like you're talking about that you can utilize that produces results.
Exactly.
And so that's what we do. When we analyze, whether it's your business and do a business assessment, or whether we're analyzing your technology, your brand, your operations, your safety, your quality, all of that is done from a scientific kind of way.
Yeah.
It's not haphazard.
Yep.
It's like, okay, where do you want to go?
There you go.
And we're going to benchmark from that, and we're going to try to benchmark from the world class.
Exactly.
If you want to be world class.
There you go.
Or if you want to be great, and your benchmark has to be great.
Exactly.
Having a great benchmark means you're going to probably have to put in more work.
Exactly.
You're going to have to hustle.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you're going to have to hustle. You're going to have to grind.
Exactly.
You may have to burn some midnight oil.
Yep.
You may have to get up when everybody else is asleep.
There you go.
When everybody else is doing stuff, partying and whatever, you working.
That's one of the things that's gained me so much experience over the years is that whenever an opportunity came up to go somewhere, to learn something new, to do something that no one else, everybody who said no, I was the one person in the room said, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
When you told me, you was mobile.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll go. I said, okay, let's go.
Never been, but I was first time for everything.
Yeah, and we've had some good times together, man.
Yeah.
But we've learned. I remember the first time we went down, we had this job in Memphis, and we went down there to Memphis together. You was my project manager down there. I had come to check on you, and we had gone to Blue City Cafe, I think. And man, they had some good catfish, good ribs. I think they're better than Rendezvous myself.
Yeah, me too.
And so there was a little bakery. And I remember that day we went in there, and we were sitting there, and we were looking we had some bread pudding up in Gallatin. It was some good bread pudding. So we said, let's get some bread pudding. And we were sitting in there, and I told you, I said, hey, Sean, them two girls over there checking you out. And we had that bread pudding. It wasn't no good, though.
No, it wasn't.
But we've had some good times together. But you made a good point. Your willingness, your willingness to learn.
Yep.
There's an old saying, and I know a lot of old sayings because I'm old. Yeah, but it's an old saying that says you can lead a horse to the water.
Can't make them drink.
But you can't make them drink.
There you go.
So we can share with people best practices.
Yep.
World class. We say, hey, if you want to be world class, we know what it takes to be world class.
Yep.
If you want to be great, if you want to go from good to great, here's some things you need to put in place with your business to do that.
Exactly.
But then once we share with them, it's up to the individual
to actually do it,
to drink it.
Exactly.
And if you do it, it can benefit you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it takes discipline.
Discipline. As we close this conversation, I want to leave you with something simple. This podcast exists because experience has value, but only when it's shared. If you've carried responsibility, if you've made hard decisions, if you've recovered from setbacks, then you understand something important. Success isn't accidental. It's built on standards, built on systems, built on consistency over time. My hope is that Persistent Pays becomes more than a podcast. I hope it becomes a reference point for disciplined leadership, a reminder that structure protects vision, and proof that steady execution outperforms hype. If you've been listening, thank you. If you're building something under pressure, stay with it. Stay accountable, stay focused, stay persistent, because in the end, persistence pays. I'm Sean Taylor. Until next time.